He would also rip his pants if he tried to bend over.
I don't even think I can.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. I'll go ahead and look it up. If you don't believe me or something, whatever. Today we're jumping back into r/NeckbeardStories. Oh, hooray! What is it? Well, it's another one-off from our friend RoamingRivers. I do suppose he's been doing some roaming, and it's kind of strange that his name is RoamingRivers, right? It's sort of similar to Ramtide, is it not? Maybe they are one in the same person, and we just haven't been able to put that together yet. I mean, their writing style's relatively disparate, but it's a fun fan theory, I guess. Whatever, is part of my headcanon now. Every OP is actually Ramtide in disguise. He's just that prolific and amazing of an author. Though I don't want to detract from RoamingRivers. I know he's contributed a lot of stuff to this channel. Tale of Three Beards, Booger Beard, what is that, 2 Neckbeards and a Kevin working at a movie theater or something like that. There's a heck of a lot of RoamingRivers stuff, and we're going to add another one to the pile. I hope you guys don't mind none too much. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, and yeah, remember to check out the podcast, all that good stuff, all kinds of links, plugs, playlists, description, etc. You know the deal. I usually say it at the end of the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it up front this time, just for funsies. So, let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Neckbeard Stories cringe. Neckbeard Manager, a tale from retail. Oh boy, we love those retail stories. That is just cringe incarnate. And it's interesting to me that it's another Neckbeard Manager. You guys remember Manager Beard? That was way back near the beginning of the channel. Will this Neckbeard Manager give him a run for his money? I suppose we will have to see. Hello, ReddX. Hi, RoamingRivers. Welcome back, my friend. 15 hours ago, yeah, I hopped on this one. We missed you, buddy. I hope you and the rest of this community of cringe addicts are doing well in this already interesting year of 2022. Has it been interesting so far? I haven't been paying much attention. I'm kind of like in my own little Neckbeard YouTube world. Occasionally some stuff leaks out on Twitter, I don't know. Unless we're going to talk about Nintendo releases, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, then I don't have much to say about current events, honestly. But anyways, we're going to cue up our pirate voice. Arr, may our sails be strong, and our hulls remain solid, and these rough waters fail in their attempts to break our vessel, the mighty Beard Breaker. And pirate voice. Yeah, all right then. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. It just felt fun to put it in the post. What, am I just a clown? I'm here to amuse you? Yeah, I guess I am. All right. If you write it, I will do it. Life is short. You gotta have fun, right? Nailed that. Why not pretend to be a pirate for a few minutes before telling a tale of a dysfunctional neckbeard and how his mere existence tested the sanity of more than a few weary souls at a movie theater, which is one of OP's jobs way back in the day. And I have to presume that this is the movie theater that was mentioned previously. So they had a neckbeard and 2 Kevins working there, and also a neckbeard manager, which is that's a lot to handle, I guess. Well, with those ramblings out of the way, feel free to take a seat, pour yourself some rum. Uh-oh, the pirate voice is creeping back in. And listen to this tale of a beard whose presence was so foul as the rotten stench from his plaque-encrusted jaws are. I think OP knows how bad dental hygiene gets me. If we start talking about rotten teeth, stink mouth, I'm just like, oh God, please, give me a break. We're dumping right into the cringe. Okay, I guess I'm ready. In short, this tale is about my first 2 months at the theater and how a neckbeard in a management position caused so much chaos in his painfully oblivious as well as incredibly lazy way of running a business. I am all about chaos, my friend. Chaos incarnate. Also, a little bit of short infrada. You know, that's just the cherry on top. But I definitely appreciate you reliving this part of your life for all of our entertainment. And now we jump into the cast list. Of course, we've got OP, the one and only RoamingRivers. He's definitely not Ramtide, or so I've heard. New employee at the theater, trying to make it through his 6-month probationary period. What's the probationary period? I hope you get paid during that. I presume it's just to like see if you work out or something like that, which honestly, if I ran a business, I probably would include that in the contract. If you're not working out, I could fire you. No unemployment, no nothing. Boss is the assistant manager at the time, a tough as nails Latina and a legitimate team mom. Been working at the theater for over a decade and will always stick up for her subordinates, even if she butted heads with management over it. She helped me with some of the finer details in this tale and is still a great friend of mine to this day. Well, honestly, she sounds down as hell. Anybody who can stick to a retail job for 10 years, hats off. You got my respect automatically. And then she actually goes to bat for the employees that she's overseeing. 10 out of 10. Best manager or assistant manager, but should be manager. We've also got random employees, a mix of folks just trying to pay their bills, as you do. College kids in need of money, as well as some high schoolers. Just an ensemble cast of your standard set of retail employees. No real beef between anyone during this tale, as the beard in question had made himself enough enemies, both in management and among the regular employees. That many people just didn't have any time to be angry at anyone else. Yep, you read that correctly. That is how difficult this beard was to deal with. Well, with that many people upset at him, he should be pretty easy to overthrow, right? Who is in the topless level of management that's protecting this guy? That's what I want to know. How did he get this job and how did he keep this job? I have a lot of questions already. But let's not theorize about him too much, because now we get his entry in the cast list. Of course, it is the star of this beard safari down memory lane. Oh, another safari. It is Ramtide, bro. CHAIRBEARD, or CB for short. A 60-year-old something neckbeard who somehow managed to become a general manager. Mysterious. He was obese to the point that his clothes seemed like they would rip in several places if he so much as tried to exert himself even a little bit. Whenever he sat in his chair, his girth would cover the entire chair, so that one might think that he was just floating in midair. Granted, if they were looking at him face to face, as seeing the back of the chair was not possible from that particular angle, he had rotten, plaque-encrusted teeth. Oh, every time. Permanently bloodshot eyes, and an all-around droopy look to his face, with his mouth hanging wide open. He was very fond of saying the phrase, "It's okay." See, because droopy. Even when things were descending into chaos around him. He did also have a thick gray beard that many chins bulged from, and a balding head of gray hair. He also sweated on a near constant basis, which is relevant to this tale. Jesus Christ, dude, we got a Class A specimen on our hands, haven't we? Kind of reminds me of Lavender Beard, just because of the age. But this guy is like a big fatty fat. You want to know why he's sweating all the time? Because when you're that big, breathing is probably really hard. I don't know how he made it to 60, honestly. Also, fun fact, he wore mismatched shoes. I did too back in high school. I thought it was quirky as hell. Not to sound like an elitist jerk, though some of the people I have worked with have worn mismatched shoes practically every day. It was just a pattern that I've noticed over the years and various jobs that I've had. It seems like a really weird thing to do at 60. Maybe his eyesight's just not so good. It's the glaucoma, don't you know? When I was young, I'd wear like, one blue shoe and one black shoe, one red shoe and one pink shoe. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that now that I'm in my 30s. It might still be a pretty cool way to exert your individuality, but I don't know. I've found other ways to do that than just mixing up my shoes. Now, as with most stories from Roaming Rivers, this is more of a collection of incidents laid out in a numbers format, recalled to the best of my abilities, as many of this beard shenanigans do not follow a linear timeline. And I do like the numbers format because I can jump in between the numbers. It kind of gives me like a breaking point. Okay, say something here. And with all of that said, please enjoy the show, y'all. 1. Laziness and radios. Oh, I see where this is going already. CHAIRBEARD was incredibly lazy, sitting in a chair in the customer service station, just staring into nothingness as he waited for people to come to him with a concern. He would not, do paperwork or put radios on to charge or even pick up the store phone at times. Even if things were descending around him into absolute chaos on a premiere weekend, he wouldn't even pick up a broom and dustpan unless he was specifically asked to do so. Even then, he would always do the bare minimum and go back to his chair, grumbling the entire time about how you can't get good help these days. When it came to employee radios, he would not let anyone even get near the charging station, getting very defensive about it. He's just got the tiniest amount of power, and god damn it, he's gonna hold on to it. He would tell us to leave the radios by the station, and that he would charge them later. The rest of the staff would come into work the very next day to see that none of the radios were put on to charge. Either that, or the radios would up and die abruptly at the least convenient times. Radios abruptly losing their power became a recurring theme, much to everyone's anger. God, that is a new level of sloth, isn't it? How hard is it to connect the radio to the charging dock? You've even got people wandering into the office wanting to do that by themselves. And he's like, no, this is on my side of the desk. You can't come back here because I got hentai on the computer. At least I'm pretty sure. It's a working theory, all right? I think that is a perfect first point because it illustrates just how lazy this dude is. Can't even move his arm 3 feet to put the radio on the charging dock. Oh my god. It's more than just not helping out when things descend into chaos. He's actively contributing to the chaos because nobody can communicate. Oh, that's wonderful. 2, hygiene habits. Yeah, he's a neckbeard. What did you expect? I knew we were gonna get here. I just didn't know we'd get here so soon. He smelled constantly of stale sweat, and his clothes stank just as much. You could smell his breath from like 6 feet away. It smelled like unbrushed teeth and rotting seafood.
Oh my god!
Ugh. It's every time. He would also never clean up after himself when he was done eating, often leaving empty containers or half-eaten food and large soda cups laying around the customer service station, as if he expected someone else to clean it up for him. Yeah, Bobby, can you come to my job and clean up my half-eaten food containers? No, I have enough half-eaten food containers around the house to contend with. Needless to say, he would get defensive when addressed about this, threatening to write people up for talking back to him. I mean, the messy workstation, yeah, that is a thing that can probably be brought up without consequence. His smell, this is a bit more of a sensitive subject. I think that somebody that knows him relatively well would want to be the one to breach that, but he does need to know, honestly. If my breath smells bad, please let me know. I can fix it if you let me know. Did anybody ever let him know? I suppose not. They're all scared of getting written up. I'm also not surprised about the trash around the workstation because, yeah, he can't even charge the radios. He can't even do the thing that's actually part of his job. So throwing away all of this food that I've purchased and somehow by some miracle never ate, yeah, that's just above and beyond, isn't it? And in case I didn't drill the point home hard enough, I'm shocked, absolutely shocked about half-eaten food containers. You know, this boy probably never leaves anything half-eaten. He's going the full 9 every time. Point 3, chair problems and wardrobe malfunctions. Oh no. Whenever he sat in a chair, it would just be coated in a layer of sweat afterwards. God damn, dude, this is heavy cringe today. I hope nobody's eating. It smelled so bad that his very own swivel chair was off limits to everyone else. Probably they limited themselves. He didn't have to say anything, just nobody really wants to go near it. He took this as a promotion, while for everyone else, it was just to keep him from ruining all of the other swivel chairs. Oh God, dude. He's a menace. On 3 separate occasions that I know of, he sat in metal foldable chairs. Of course, these chairs immediately broke under his weight, and he would then complain that the chairs were defective.
Hey, Mike, Sarah, come help you.
Just a little bit of self-realization, bro. And he would tell us that we should complain to corporate. He would even curse out other members of management for not telling him that the chairs were defective. That's really the hill you're gonna die on? The defective chairs hill? Somebody should have brought in like one of those rolling flatbed carts from like Home Depot and just be like, yeah, this is your new chair. This one won't break, I promise. Of course, all of this didn't win him any friends, as he would threaten people with disciplinary reports if they spoke back to him. I really don't understand why this dude doesn't report this to corporate himself. Is it because everybody at corporate knows that he's a giant fat ass? And they're gonna laugh at him behind his back? Trust me, dude, we're already laughing. At least stand up and take one on the chin and be like, look, I broke the chair. We need sturdier chairs because I weigh 500 pounds. Please comply, lest I break the rest of the chairs. He would also rip his pants if he tried to bend over.
I don't even think I can.
Oh God, that one makes me feel sad for him though. This happened at least 3 times, and then he would just go about his day as if nothing happened. Oh, I'm dying. Jesus Christ. Where is your shame? Oh, did he know? He had to know, right? Even when other managers would ask him to change his pants, with one supervisor even offering to go buy him a pair of sweatpants from the nearby discount store, he would just say that he would take care of it later. Not caring that everyone else had to see the back of his gray, worn-out underwear for hours on end. This also made him smell even fouler for some reason, to add insult to injury. Oh God. Did the underwear start out as white and now they're gray? I guess you're just lucky they're not brown. And yeah, it makes sense that the ripping of the pants kind of unleashes the smell. There's one less layer of fabric keeping everybody around him safe. Oh my God. There is a part of my brain that is screaming out to feel sorry for this man, but like, He's a manager that abused his power, you know, completely the laziest thing you've ever seen, crapping all over his coworkers. I am reveling in his misery at this moment, honestly. He deserves it all. It is just delicious. This entire story is ambrosia for me. Point 4 is paranoia. CHAIRBEARD was completely unreasonable when it came to doing things differently, or even when presented with some common sense. When he would give someone a task to do, he would often give it out on a step-by-step basis. Ugh, micromanager. To provide an example of this, here's an interaction with OP, Boss, and CHAIRBEARD. CHAIRBEARD sitting on his chair. OP, get a mop and come back to me. OP gets the mop. Oh God, I hate it already. I want to strangle his fat neck, but I'm not sure I can grip hard enough through his fat neck to crush his larynx. CHAIRBEARD, now get a mop bucket and come back to me. Oh God. I'm in extreme pain already. OP gets the bucket. CHAIRBEARD, now fill the bucket with water. Damn it. OP, why don't you tell me what soap to put in the water, as well as what part of the theater needs cleaning, so I'm not having to come back here constantly? CHAIRBEARD, I need to make sure that it's done properly. Then get off your fat ass and do it. What is wrong with you? This is the worst type of management, dude. If you don't trust me to mop a floor properly, fire me. Fire me right now and put me out of my misery. Please. Boss, who had just been observing, says, why not just write the instructions down so OP doesn't need to waste time, CHAIRBEARD? CHAIRBEARD getting defensive. I can't write it down. Somebody might steal the company's secrets. Yes, the mopping secrets must be guarded at all costs. I just can't with this dude, man. Holy God. You probably use Simple Green, right? Like every other freaking industrial corporation. Oh God. His secret mix of mopping ingredients. How about they just fill the bucket up with bleach and ammonia and roll it back into the office and lock us all in here and put us all out of our misery. Oh, some mustard gas. It'll all be clean soon. Boss just says, come here with me, OP. I'll show you how to do it, as she rolls her eyes. Needless to say, CHAIRBEARD was not pleased with this encounter, as well as tried to lecture Boss for insubordination the very same day. That word was thrown around a lot in the Manager Beard saga as well. Maybe he did go from owning a bar/restaurant in South Africa into becoming a manager at a movie theater somewhere in America. It sounds like the same guy. Similar incidents occurred for stocking the freezer or sorting out soda cartridges in storage, as well as many other simple tasks that could have been written down. I'm also the type of person to read the fine print in employee manuals and contracts and basically anything else that requires a signature from front to back before I even so much as pick up a pen to write down my signature. And that is the right move. Big brain play right there, OP. Never sign anything without reading it. I don't care if they're sitting there looking at you impatient. You tell them to keep sitting there. I ain't done reading. The South Park episode Human Centipede left a pretty strong impression on me. Not gonna lie. I gotta admit that I'm a lot more lax about like online terms of service stuff. But if you do sit down to read those one of these days, there is usually some very hinky stuff. You just kind of have to accept it and be like, okay, whatever. Have all my data, it's fine. Sure, you can market to me, I don't care. I can say with all certainty that there was nothing against writing down instructions for simple tasks like mopping a floor. But OP, company secrets OP. Did you ever think about that? Oh God. Just imagine if companies all started mopping their floors the same. The world would descend into anarchy. I just can't get over it. It's so stupid. Point 5, Neckbeard gets fired. Hey! The end he truly deserves. In the end, CHAIRBEARD was fired for forcing a minor to work past midnight, something that is highly illegal in our state. We also got a new general manager who practically saved the theater from the mess that CHAIRBEARD had left it in. Though after CHAIRBEARD was gone, echoes of him remained. What do you mean, that sweaty ass swivel chair? Roll it out back and burn it. Even after months of CHAIRBEARD being gone, that swivel chair was so damp that it couldn't catch on fire. The epilogue. It was found out in the following years that CHAIRBEARD also had a habit of just forging people's signatures. Jesus, he should be doing jail time then. Be it on tax forms or disciplinary reports or even dismissal forms. This was only found out after he had been gone for over a year, as there were whole files where he had forged countless signatures of both employees as well as fellow management. Holy God, dude. That is fraud times a million. It is in no way a victimless crime, and I definitely hope at this point that he got a little bit of jail time at the very least. Needless to say, our new manager had a lot of cleaning up to do, though she did get more than a few chuckles when we talked about CHAIRBEARD. As someone who also left the theater, eventually, she is someone who I'm happy to call a friend to this very day. I hope everybody leaves this theater eventually. This is not a forever job, okay? I understand sometimes it's difficult after a long day of work, but please, work on your side hustle. Chase the dream and do the thing that you really want to do. You can hear it in the very early ReddX videos. I am so out of energy after working a 12-hour day, but I'm just like, gotta knock a video out. 1 or 2 more hours, it's gonna be fine. And the grind paid off. You can do the same thing, I guarantee it, and I hope that you are angling yourself towards success. Not CHAIRBEARD, but everybody else listening to this, yeah. I have no idea where CHAIRBEARD is now, and I don't really care. He probably got hit with a massive fine after getting fired, though he's probably not in prison, as far as I know. Well, that's a shame. Actually, a massive fine, that's probably okay too. He's nowhere near the baddest of the beards that we've had on this channel. When compared to other beards that I've encountered in the wild, he wasn't really malicious or dangerous or predatory. Yeah, exactly. He just seems like a stubborn, lazy old man who could never admit when he was wrong, as well as hiding behind his workstation both literally and figuratively in order to avoid criticisms from the young people. Yeah, get off my lawn, you young people. What's wrong with these kids today? While I did hold a pretty strong resentment towards him over forging my signature on a disciplinary report, I credit this more towards him being incredibly lazy rather than him being malicious. Yeah, I think he's also sort of a coward and just didn't want to have the encounter. But to file a disciplinary report that stays on file when you're calling somebody for like references or something, you might not even realize that you have a disciplinary report. That seems, I don't know, not actively malicious, but it is a malicious act. You know what I'm saying? Me and my former coworkers will still bring CHAIRBEARD up from time to time. He's often someone who is a source of laughs and light cringe. Oh, beautiful. And I thank you so much for sharing with us, Roaming Rivers. As I'm writing this, my only real regret was that CHAIRBEARD and Windowbreaker never crossed paths. That would have been a Dragon Ball Z level battle between the laziest neckbeard of a manager and the dysfunctional father of all Karens. Though I honestly question if the building itself would have survived such an encounter. Well, if the movie theater got leveled to the floor, everybody gets to go home, find a new job. All's well that ends well, I suppose. I'm honestly not even certain if he's alive or not, given his age and health and the sniffles that are currently sweeping the globe, and given how this tale is from a few years ago. In the end, I do hope that he has found a semblance of peace in his life. As always, Roaming Rivers being the bigger person, I don't hope any of that for CHAIRBEARD. I hope he reaped what he sowed. He was basically abusing his station, crapping on people below him, micromanaging everybody, which isn't illegal, but my God, is it annoying. I've worked a couple jobs with managers like that, and nothing gets my blood boiling quicker. When I was doing inventory management at the vitamin company, I told dude, fire me if you don't trust me. And you know what? He never did. Probably because I was doing high-level work for minimum wage. Eventually, I did quit, go to start editing for New York Film Academy, but I guess that's neither here nor there. I left the job as soon as freaking possible is the point. It's kind of amazing to me that just having a minor work past midnight is the reason that CHAIRBEARD got fired, especially considering he was forging all this stuff, but like, okay, I guess. Whatever it takes to get him out of there, I guess that's 100% fine with me. I guess. Anyways, I do hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. Yeah, maybe share it around. That would be pretty cool. It's one of them one-offs, so you could just drop it on the timeline. Forget all about it. Maybe direct some more people to ReddX. I'd definitely appreciate that. We've also got all kinds of links down in the description that I hope you'll click around on, you know, plugs and playlists and podcasts, don't you know? We also got my social medias. Hey, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, come on through, say hello. We've also got my Patreon and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. So we're going to thank all of them, Jerry much, very, very quickly, including Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Logan Wolf, Conrad Ingy, Captain Clown, Jerry Hong Kong, Aaron W, Twisted Child, Sarah Water Wash, Cinnamon Susie, For Old Lang Syne, Fire Drake, Ira wants to change the name, but is too proud of the Jerry spelling. Give us some suggestions in the comments if you would. Jari the Pirate, yar. Silent Revolver, the original Jerry, Jerry Kitsune, Satori, 211 Jerry, the return of Jerry, a jury of jubilantly juggling Jerrys, a Justy Jargonian Jerry. What if it was all J names from now on? Oh boy, that's the longest tongue twist you ever seen. Alunia Demonista, Althea Blue, Anunnaki, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Atheist Jerry, he's so euphoric, Aurora Wildheart, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, watch out for that guy, Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blip Bloop Jerry, Commander J Tank, Confederate Jew. I don't know why that gets me. Dayton Can't. Bro, why you gotta throw me $5 a month just to make me sad? You know, I'm not just a clown up here. I got feelings too, all right? Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Dr. Larks, Emergent Jewel, Aaron Lennox, fell down this pipe running from a walking mushroom thing with eyes. I ended up in an attic. It smelled like marbles in here. It was Mr. J. Smells like marbles. Frozen Over Studios, Gypsy, Adrian BR. I can't help falling in love with Jerry. Jerry. I'm Slim Jerry. Yes, I'm the real Jerry. Oh, you want the Slim Jerrys are just imitating. Soon I'm gonna have to sing the whole patron list. Irish Pirate, top of the barn into ya. Itchy Nuts, just scratch him, bro. Up him, MJ Crisp. Yes, you have to say the whole thing. JM Kuhn, Jennifer Schaefer, Jerry Smith Barber to Services. I still don't know what that means. Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Nice, Jerry Evil, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, Hong Kong. Jerry was a race car driver, but my super's in the shop, so he stays undefeated. That's all right. I know you get back on the road real soon. John Hero, John Jerry Jingleheimer Schmidt. Oh my God, that's actually my name too. Not a lot of people know that. Simboofa, because if you're boofing, it's free. Judge Jerry, I am the beard. KJW, Kajow, Crewhee, Miss Monday, Lord Jerryo, Lady Dix, who is still a Jerry, just a boring one. Marble Cake Jerry, Melgar the Destroyer, Metal Vector, definitely not Arthur Henry. I've never heard of that guy. Mr. Carrot 797, Mikola Demikiev, aka Vegan Jerry, Natari, Nightmare Jerry, Origami Jerry Steve, Patron Saint of Chicken Nuggies, Saint Jerry, Phantom of the Pines, Jerry Kinson, Jerry Beth, Ramtide Lacromates, Rose Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Saucy Octopus, Silo Imp, slipped on a marble and into the neckbeard world. Welcome to my world. Staples, aka Jerry Eats, Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tomago, Teddy the Police, 10-Ton Monster, The One True Fusky, Tom, oh, but it's the Jerry on the inside that counts, Church, Viking Jerry, WikiTac, hey, welcome to the fold, friend, Will Mags, Comrade Mooney, Kira, you're a wizard, Jerry, Redwind, Naga Viper, Side Jerry the Cyborg, Saints Blessing, a normal Jerry, Yam, Jam, you know I worship typos, god of misspelling, I understood what you meant. That's the magic of it. Hunter of Jerry's, devourer of all things tasty. It is Tom, because Tom and Jerry never get along. Admiral T, Tank, Emeralder, an unfortunate Nookie survivor. Yeah, we know her. That's Greenie. Atomic Jerry Zilla, breaker of the Tom Army. AZ, Babsy Coon, Barbushka's a radiator jam. Bartender Kelia, Blue Dubs, Broken Spine Horseradish. The original different Jerry, this cake Jerry. California Jerry Girl, Chevron 7 locked. Corporal Admiral Princess Furry Warrior Woo Jerry. Crib Titties, Define Jerry. Dopamine Dangerous, because we got an OD. Electrical Fennec, I gave her both inches. And then she asked if I had any single friends. Yeah, I got friends in the single digits, if that's what you're talking about. Ghost of Alpha, Heek Not, HFT Mayor, Holy Berry Jerry, Hydra Jerry Solmans, yeah, carrying on the legacy. Janitor Jerry, where do all these marbles keep coming from? It's a conspiracy. Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia. Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's, Webby Apocalypse. Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom has got it going on. Jerry Aldo Rivera, Jerry Bean, Jerry Roxers, Jerry's SDI pit maneuver the bear to save the marbles. Oh, that's where they came from. Jerry role-playing game, featuring the obligatory furry player character, Freddy Fazbear. Oh no! I'm exiting this game post-haste. Judge Jerry and Executioner, Kid Marvelous, King Tom, Smasher of Jerry Zillas, Kitzikin, Life of Guardian, Little Ann Woods, Lucian Lovecraft, Machia, CD. Maybe next time, Milkfed, give Miss Duchess, not Invisible Angel. I see you. One leg Jerry wants to be a pirate. Oh, join the crew, me hearty. Or get me Cam. Ghosty, Raptorite. She's my Jerry Pie. Go drink a Mountain Dew. What a big surprise. Cringe so good, make a grown man cry. Sweet Jerry Pie. Sheep Jerry, Snom Jerry, that's Snary, if you didn't know. Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy Scary Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, the Gaslighting Jerry. Hey, help me, I'm the real Red. Terry stole my channel. You didn't know what to do with it anyways, I got this. The Necro Jerry Con, the original Jerry, not. To Infinite Jerry and beyond, definitely. Tuna Fish Jerry, managed to escape from Admiral Tom's Tuna Cannery, keep running. Tom Promise Jerry swears, oh, no bad Jerry's. Tom Beagle Boy, just fact, no Swiss. This place nice, go look it up, I mean, Redbeard story, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And also, thank you to my $1 patrons. Oh my goodness. I love my Jerrys. I love my non-Jerrys. My Patreons are just the best. You guys keeping me afloat through the difficult times on YouTube, and I really can't tell you how grateful that I am. Obviously, I do hope some more people will consider signing up on the Patreon, but if you can't do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like, watch some more ReddX videos. I'd appreciate it. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one. And until then, friends, bye-bye.